He is the self-proclaimed polygamous prophet who admitted to sexually abusing multiple girls and taking them as his child brides. Now tonight, federal prosecutors are demanding that Samuel Bateman be sentenced to 50 years in prison for his crimes. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Kariba Devine.
And I'm Troy Hayden. Mark's off tonight. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly has been following this story since the FLDS leader was arrested 2 years ago. Joins us live in studio now with new developments. Chase, what's going on?
Well, Troy Karibe, if accepted, this is basically a life sentence for 48-year-old Bateman. We obtained the newly released documents just a few hours ago and includes new details of how he rose to power within the FLDS church. Samuel Bateman had dozens of followers and more than 20 wives. According to the FBI, about half of them were children, with the youngest just 9 years old. They all lived in Colorado City, Arizona, home of the FLDS, a subsect of the Mormon religion that practices polygamy, with Bateman as their self-proclaimed prophet. For years, the FBI says Bateman used his power to force those young girls into having group sex acts with him and his followers, committing these crimes in multiple states. He was arrested in Flagstaff back in 2022 after being found with some of his child brides in the back of this unsecured trailer.
Saw fingers poking out of the trailer.
Now, after admitting to the abuse and taking a plea deal, prosecutors are asking Bateman be sentenced to 50 years in a federal prison. Do you think 50 years is enough?
I think 50 years is a start, but I think he deserves a whole lot more than that.
Flora Jessup knows all too well about the abuse within the religion.
I was raised in the FLDS and escaped when I was 16 years old after getting married.
While relieved Bateman and his followers are being sentenced for these heinous crimes, she says nothing can completely heal those who face so much abuse.
These girls were robbed of their childhood. These poor girls were robbed of their ability to sleep safe at night.
The document also reveals another reason why Bateman became the new prophet. In 2012, after Warren Jeffs, the previous prophet, was sentenced to life in prison for sexual assault against children, the document claims Jeff disbanded all FLDS marriages until he was released. Since in the religion, only the prophet can ordain marriages, Bateman and his co-conspirators installed a new prophet so they could carry out sex acts and obtain new wives, including children.
They wanted to continue with the perversions and the abuses that they had been living with for so many years. And that's the bottom line of it.
Now, Bateman took the plea deal back in April, and since then his sentencing date has been pushed back several times. It is now scheduled for this upcoming Monday, and Phoenix will be there and will keep you updated on the court's decision. We're live in the studio. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Chase, thank you.